Good morning, guys. It is November 23rd, 2021. Sorry, 2021. And it is about 5:45 in the morning. I am very tired this morning, but I'm actually very excited too because we're going to talk about some of the responsibility that God gave humans, that God gave us, and why that's so important. So we're going over Genesis chapter 1, verse 27 to Genesis chapter 1, verses 28. There's two verses here, but again, they're so impactful that I think that if we overlook it and we rush through it, that we won't see the importance of it. So I'm going to read it to you, and then we're going to talk about it. Then God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and govern it. Reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and all the animals that scurry along the ground." The reason why I picked just these two verses this morning is because God gives us two responsibilities. The first one is be fruitful and multiply. Have babies, have kids. Fill the earth. And the second one is to reign over the earth. Now, the first responsibility of having children, he wants us to teach. He wants us to teach them about him and about their importance to him and about how much he loves them. And here's the thing, I want to stress this. I'm a single mom. And, sometimes it's hard to be a single mom and be like, well, the Bible talks about a mom and a dad, and I don't have that. But here's the thing, you can still do it. I do. We watch Bible studies, we do all that stuff, and you as a single parent are just as important, just as special. So I want you to understand that, because sometimes I feel the struggle of, well, it doesn't look like this. My life doesn't look like this. And that, honestly, in my opinion, is work of the enemy, saying, oh, you're not good enough. You are. And you're important to God, even if you're a single parent. So I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that you are still the parent who can teach. And the other thing is that like I said yesterday, I've been baptized for a year. I came to God about I'd say a year and a half ago. And so my kids grew up in the world. They did. I have 3 kids, and they all did. They all grew up in the world, and I tried my best, but, I had the thought process of the world. God still can use you. God can still use you when you come to him to teach your kids. So what I want you to do is I don't want you to feel like it's too late, or my kids are too old, or I don't have enough experience. You can, through Jesus, teach your kids. So I want you to understand that. I don't want you to think that you don't have a place, because you do. And this is something, honestly, that I struggle with. And I just wanted to let you guys know that, number one, you're not alone in the struggle or in the thoughts. And number two, God still loves you, and God can still use you to teach your children. Even if this is day one of you believing in Jesus. Because your testimony, your story is just as important. The second responsibility is for us to govern over the world, govern over the animals, govern over the plants, and all that stuff. And what an epic responsibility that God entrusts us with. He could send down angels and they could take care of everything. But he said, no, I trust you. I want you to have this responsibility. And I tell my kids all the time, we are responsible for our pets. We need to feed them. We need to play with them. We need to make sure they have clean litter or bedding, depending on which animal it is. We need to make sure all those things because we have taken responsibility for them. We have said, okay, we are going to take care of them. So that is our job, is to take care of them. And I am so glad God gave us this responsibility, because we see how important the animals are, and we see how important the earth is. And as people, we need to figure out how to do the best for the earth and for the animals and for that. Because they were not to govern us. They were not to be responsible for us, even though they were created first. We were created to be responsible for them, to feed them and make sure that they are being fruitful and they are multiplying and that they are able to live. So we need to take care of our environment, and we need to take care of the earth as a whole. So I just think that's awesome that God gave us this responsibility. God entrusted us, and so here's my question. What is it in your life that God gave you the responsibility for? And why did he give you that responsibility? If you're a parent, whether you're a single parent or you're not a single parent, God gave you that responsibility. And how important are you to God because he gave you these responsibilities, whether it's parenting or something else? Can you see how much God loves you in these moments of him giving you the responsibility that he has? I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. I hope you guys find hope today and find your importance in what God gave you the responsibility of. Have a wonderful day. Bye.